sanctity of this place has been fouled.
Hey, get that squirrel off my dick. He knows he's not allowed to come on my dick.
Yeah, these shots are in.
Oh, I want to go see her myself. Waiting on the PTU to update. Oh, it's taking forever.
I'm running full on 5760 by 1080.
Using all three screens?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I did that once. I used both of these all ultra wides to play SC. The two things that I took away from that experience: one, bezels suck.
Yeah.
And two was that I got motion sick quick. With that, with that entire thing being movement, oh buddy.
Yeah. I haven't had motion sickness problems. The thing is they've got this thing surrounded by constellations. And I was able to get out on the wing or on the side of the Taurus and get a nice, good, full side.
I want to go see this thing. Just come on, PTU, update already. Oh, it's crawling.
Yeah.
Well, I should back up. Because if we'd have had these speeds in the late 90s, I'd have been happier than a pig and shit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there is that.
Why is it not?
Oh, now I went down to... Now I'm down only double digits in the megabytes. Oh, no! Can't be that much left, though.
gonna have to increase the times on my.
Come on. Man, I don't know about you, but my morning sucked. Come on. Come on.
Sorry. To hear
Yay! Do we need to copy our accounts again? We probably need to copy our accounts again, don't we?
I didn't.
Really?
All I had to do was
Let's try it. Hey, Squale. You're getting
I
pizza.
had to go through the character customizer again, but now I didn't have to recopy the account.
I don't think I played the PTU, though. I mean, I played the EPTU, but I don't think I played the PTU. I'm not just fun saying.
Right. Well, no, I didn't. No, I haven't recopied since the last time I copied was right before going into 3.23.0 on EPTU. That was the last time I copied over.
Gotcha. Come on, load in now.
We live yet?
We've been live, dude.
Oh, okay. Well, I got all three screens running right now. I can't tell.
You ain't missing nothing. Just some ugly fucker standing on the screen talking in a green shirt. That's all you're missing.
Yep.
Not missing much.
Well,
yeah.
You know me, not like I really ever really say anything that I couldn't say on stream anyway.
Nope.
And if people don't like what I say, they can kiss my ass.
All right. Fuck them. All right. Let's grab our keybinds and let's grab our character file. So this is the Stex 323. And I was supposed to record the video to do the updated joysticks this week but I had other things to do. So that didn't happen.
Fired.
I'm definitely fired. I did do other things though, so we will leave it at that. All right. And now let's go over here to my character file. We're going to right click and copy this little guy. And he goes into user client 0. We don't have a custom characters file yet. No.
You're probably gonna have to copy it over from your EPTU folder.
Yeah, I'll have to copy the entire custom characters folder over.
Yep.
No big deal. We can do that. It's only disk space. And right click and paste. Boom. Got it.
Yeah.
No.
You can definitely tell she's not complete.
I just want to see her. We don't need hints. We don't need hints. Subtitles, I don't care. Ship entry, definitely. Sprint toggled, yes. Aim down sights toggle, we just leave that at defaults. One of the main ones I have to turn on that I always forget. Turret, I'm not worried about it, not worried about it, not worried about it, not worried about it, not worried about it. DGAF. Show party nameplate, yes. Friendly nameplate and neutral nameplate, definitely turn those on. Those will help you out, people, I'm telling you. Signature values, don't need the lock ping. Show wave, yes. And somewhere in here is the camera shake. Camera shake, gotta take you down to 0.2. You've been neutered, congratulations. Alright, borderless, direct 3D, off, doesn't matter. Very high scattered, high, water, high, terrain, high, camera blur, the fuck off. Sharpening down, chromatic aberration off, film grain the fuck off, and CR code off. Now let's go to keybinds.
Thank you for your patronage.
Thank you for your patronage. Chef, how the hell are you? Right? Need a little keybind. Bloop, bloop. Just need a little bloop, bloop. That's all we need. Okay, Stex 323, keyboard, mouse to the mouse, joy to the joy, joy to the joy, joy to the joy, and load. Now, we should be good. Ooh, time for the sparkly Barbie dress-up music. And let's go to the floppy disk. Hey. That didn't work as planned. Now it worked as planned. Yes. Accept that, nappy. This is the PTU. I have not played the PTU. And USA. Nope, that is fine. USA is fine. I want to go see the Polaris. After that, I don't care. I just want to go see the Polaris. Been waiting on the Polaris for 5 years.
Fuck you, Moon! You never had the cheese I wanted!
Exactly. Nothing worked for you, so you gave up on it. You couldn't get in? You couldn't get into the PTU? Or to live, Shab? I've heard they've been fixing some stuff on the back end, buddy. They are still having ownerless fuel container. Somebody's blasting on Proxcoms. Who are you and why are you blasting on Proxcoms?
Do I really look like a guy with a plan?
You do, sir.
You know what
you
I
look
am?
exactly like a guy
I'm
with a
dog
plan.
chasing cars. I wouldn't know what to do with one if I caught it. You know, I just do things.
Come on, citizen.
Damn, we really just shut down the guy that had been waiting for that elevator ride. That's fucked. Yes, dude, that guy.
You're blasting on Proxcoms, by the way.
Fucking shut. Oh, we called the elevator back up.
Oh my god.
Damn, we really just telling this guy to go fuck himself. Shit. No, it's not, but...
Get away from Mikey Megaphone over here. Scarred, I see you got your box today.
You can salvage a Polaris. You gotta explore.
We still got Mikey Megaphone over here.
No, you have 25 seconds. If you don't make it here in that long, you're a loser.
Jesus, dude, shut the fuck up.
One little change with the display ships this year.
What's that?
Actually, you can actually power up the stations now.
Of the display ships?
Since engineering is involved, that you've got it to where you can actually turn the panels and stuff on, but it won't turn engines and stuff on. Because they've got the
Holy shit, Fidel! I thought the CIA killed you decades ago. Holy crap, you look great, dude.
Imagine wearing pants. This is the future.
No, I did not see.
The future.
All med beds are respawn points now?
Yes. Tier 1s will respawn up to, crap, give me a second. Where was that?
You went AFK like 35 minutes ago, though, so...
I think it was
you
20
basically
kilometers.
left.
Wow.
And the tier 2s go up to 50, if I remember.
See, now that's a better way to do it right there.
Yeah, but
That's a better way to do
you
it.
came back and now you're leaving.
Your smaller ships have got to be closer.
Yeah.
You were. I was about
Yeah.
to, like...
So yeah, your C8R, you can respawn now.
Nice. The Cuddy Red is useful again.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
Stop by our friends and family to get a better understanding
I don't
of
remember
what they
where
have
that
to look
was.
forward to in naval service.
He's a scareded.
Oh, it's right here in the patch notes. Yeah, tier 3 med beds will allow respawning up to 20 kilometers away. Tier 2 med beds, which previously allowed up to 20 K, will now respawn up to 50K.
Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Whose code? No, 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 no. Don't use my code. Use somebody else's code.
And yeah, that is per the patch notes for this patch.
God damn. Whose code are we using now? Majestics, that'll work. Wow, dude, calm down. That fucker ain't going nowhere. No, I must rush and push everyone out of the way. I must see her first.
Yes.
What is this, fucking high school?
No, man. It's kindergarten.
Holy crap, look at her compared to the size of the,
The Connie?
Oh my god, look, she is freaking huge.
She big. She's
Huge.
chunky girl. Now here's a question for you.
What's
Here's
that?
a question for you. This is RSI day, according to the layout here.
Yeah.
And we have an interesting ship represented in the hollows, in the hollow suites.
I'm still, getting my nerd erection from the Polaris, sorry.
In the hollow suites, we have represented the Zeus MR. Why the MR?
Because it's the most sporty and combat-y of the ships.
But if you remember correctly, when they announced the Zeus, they said they were going to work on the other two first, the Explorer and the Clipper first, and the MR would come a little later, and the racing variant after that. Well, we know that the Explorer and the Clipper are about done. There are empty spaces here that could easily fit those two ships. Is it possible we might get them?
We might get one of the Zeus ships, but I don't think it'll be the MR.
Oh, we're supposed to be getting the Explorer and the Clipper.
This is just fucking huge.
The Explorer and the Clipper were supposed to be the first two Zeus to come out.
Hey, are you in the PU or PTU or?
Papa Tango uniform.
Okay. Yeah.
I just wanted to see. I wanted to see the Polaris.
Oh, nice, nice. I know you've been waiting on that one for a long time.
Yeah, I've been waiting on her for almost 5 years now. I didn't realize she was that big.
Oh yeah, be good at that.
They downgrade the torps on the Polaris, you mean? Yeah, I read something. It was 18 size 9s, I thought, or 27 size 9s.
That's a big girl.
She's chunky. She is chunky.
Should make a lot of people happy.
Yeah, if we could fly it right now, I'd definitely be happy.
If I were, the big ship that I'm personally waiting on is the Drake.
Is the what?
Kraken.
The Kraken?
Kraken.
Yeah.
That's the one I'm waiting on.
Yeah, she's a big girl.
Work.
Wow. All right, make it a distance shot. Because when you're that close, everything turns into fisheye.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, this will be better. This will be better.
Girl.
Like I said, the
Looks
best
great.
place I've found to get a look at her is get into the Taurus.
So,
Go out-
what location
go out
are you at? And I don't think it's going on in the PU.
It's not on PU yet. No, this is just PTU.
It's
There-
PTU.
Going to be, where's it going to be, though?
ArcCorp?
ArcCorp is where the event will be?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
They're just testing the showrooms today.
So you got into the Taurus, you said?
Yeah, I got into the Taurus and then hopped out that docking collar on the port side.
So what do you think of the
Yeah.
new master mode?
I think it was the Taurus. No, it was the Aquila. Sorry.
What do I think about what? I'm sorry?
Master modes. Now it's implemented.
I think it needs a lot of love.
I agree, but I know it's going to basically level the playing field, and it's going to show people just how many bad habits they developed over the years.
Turns it into an arcade game.
Yeah. I was being super polite when I said it needs a lot of love.
It takes all the skill. It takes all the skill out of flying.
Well, to copy a streamer I know that I watched a video recently, I give it a 4 out of 10.
I mean, it does reduce the jousting issue.
No, it doesn't. It just slows it down. That's all it does. Jousting is still a friggin' issue.
Jousting is going to be an issue as long as you have low-level, low-skilled players interacting with high-skilled players.
Yep.
There's nothing you're going to do.
Or two ships that are vastly unmatched. If you get two ships that are vastly unmatched, the smartest thing to do with the lesser power ship is to do strafing runs. That is the smartest thing to do. Yeah. I'll put it this way. I am a mediocre at best PvE combat player and a very low-skilled PvP player. I managed to defeat 2 people in PvP combat. One of them I completely destroyed. The other, I wore him down so far, he said, fuck it, and dipped out. Never came back. The third person that I played, Acid Puff, whooped the shit out of me. But even during that whooping the shit out of me, I managed to get his shields down twice. So, I really don't think it's going to have the effect that they want it to have. I think it's slowed down the jousting speeds. I think it's decreased the jousting distance. But jousting is definitely still an issue.
And to top that off, it's made everything
It
far
feels
less realistic.
Oh, it feels like Galaga to me now.
Yeah, it feels like a video game, not a
Yeah.
Simulator.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I can keep my nose... So you jumped out onto the wing of the Taurus is what you did?
Yeah. Well, actually, it was the Aquala, not the Taurus, but yeah.
Ooh, I fell through the engine nacelle. That's interesting.
I guess the Taurus is on the backside of the Perseus. Or the Polaris. Ugh.
Is that a docking collar over there?
Where?
Looks like a docking collar. Let me go to external view here.
On the Polaris?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised at all.
No, it's a thruster port. Okay.
That
It's a
ship is
thruster port.
huge.
Yeah, she's a big girl.
As big as she is, I would not be surprised to find docking ports.
Oh.
Yeah, she's not gonna... I don't think she'll be landing often.
No.
She is set up for atmospheric flight, though.
Oh yeah. And you're going to get some of those low flyers seeing what they can do with it, you know, for the lap.
Yeah, I mean, if they're low-flying 890s and reclaimers, they're going to 8-fly the Polaris, I guarantee it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Jay, you come back here to the back, you can actually see they've got the speed brakes deployed.
Is that what I was seeing pushed out to the sides?
Yep, right in front of the rear engines. On each
Yeah.
side, to the bottom. Those are
Also in the top, too.
Yep. Just the bottom ones are easier to see.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, those are speed brakes. She's got all these little winglets around here and up in the front are all adjustable and will move.
And look at this. That'll catch a hell of a lot of atmosphere. Holy cow. Carl's pissed about master modes? Yeah. Honestly, Carl can't be the only one pissed about master modes.
A lot of people are pissed about that. But it's definitely divided the whole community.
Well, it's not going anywhere. I mean, if CR really wants it in the game, it's going to be in the game. It's just a matter of how does the CIG community, how does CIG respond to what the hell? Why can I not? There we go. Thank you.
Thanks for getting that first look at the Polaris. Is there an entrance? Have you been able to go inside it yet?
From what I'm hearing, it's only a shell.
Oh, that's this.
So it's like the Idris was the first time we saw her.
Gotcha.
There's one way you can tell for sure that she doesn't have an interior. If you go up to the front and try to look up through the windscreens, they're still solid black panels.
Ah, gotcha.
You can't see through them at all.
And that is a big ship.
Where if you look up through the windscreens of the constellations around it, you can see through them. You can see the stars, and all the other stuff.
Yeah.
But it's not because of the tinting. It's still a solid panel.
Yeah, they did the same thing with the Idris the first time they brought her in game. But she wasn't in a building either.
She is a beaut, though.
Well, I think Master Modes is probably here to stay. It is just my hope that the CIG responds to the community and makes adjustments to it.
And improvements.
Because it needs a lot of improvements.
Oh boy, does it ever.
Oh boy, is that understatement of the millennium.
Alright, we've had the Polaris in game for a few hours now, and we already got somebody trying to dispose of a corpse.
Are you kidding?
Dragging her across the floor right now. Look down the bottom middle of the screen.
No, I'm saying you're just realizing this?
Nah, I didn't think he'd be dumb enough to do it in public is all.
Oh, I was sitting in the elevator waiting for the showroom to open up. And just minutes after the showroom opened, you already had corpses running around, or sitting around.
And that cockpit view is going to be crazy.
Oh, God, yeah.
Master Modes goes to show they don't know how to tune flight combat, so they had to make these arbitrary modes to force players into speeds. A little, yeah. Yeah, even the man turret glass is tinted, so.
Yeah. Well, not just tinted, but just solid.
Which means they ain't done with it yet.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Now, one ship I know a bajillion people have been waiting for, and it's been there since the beginning. Banu Merchantman.
Yeah. That is a sore subject with a lot of people.
Oh, yes, it is ever.
That's going to be a long ways off.
Scarred has said it many times. And frankly, I agree with him. Master Mode seems like a single-player flight model. It really does.
Makes sense. That makes sense.
He has said it many times, and the first time he said it, I was like, no. And then I thought about it, and I'm like, actually, he is right. Master Modes is a single-player flight model.
Well, where do you think it came from?
Maybe what they're doing is they're trying to get the community to test it before they release Squadron 42. So that way they can make the final adjustments to it in Squadron 42.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Interesting.
It's just a thought. It's just a thought that popped in my mind.
Of course, Guard, you ain't gotta ask. Drop your ass in there, buddy.
We're
You know the
testing product.
You know the MPUV tractor beam model?
Yeah, please do. Scar, come on in. Speak your piece.
The tractor beams are active.
I feel like I'm missing something. Wasn't there two of these?
The tractor beams on the MPUV-T are working on the showroom floor.
Oh, shenanigans.
Well, they don't appear to be locking onto anything, but you can fire them up and activate the beam.
Scar, good to see you, buddy.
What's
Wonder
up?
if I can turn on,
Hey,
if I can turn on the
you ain't never got to ask to come in here, man. Just come in here.
Hey, Scarred.
What's going
Hello,
on,
Ron.
bro?
I'm getting my nerd boner over spaceships.
Reagan. All the nerd boys are here.
Yep. All the cool ones, anyway.
So I heard you referenced what I had said a few months ago.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the deal, and here's my thought behind it. Master Modes is and was developed for a single player / co-op game. Now, here's where my thoughts run. Squadron will eventually get released to a console sooner or later.
Mm-hmm.
They've talked about it in the past. That's what they've wanted. The other thing that makes me really look at Master Modes as a single player flight system is every time you look at our Lord and Savior Christ Roberts, quote unquote, playing Star Citizen, what has he got in his hand?
Mm-hmm.
It's a controller. So that's where my thought goes. Now, I see it on Spectrum. I see other streamers talk about it. I've seen it in comment sections. I've seen it in my comment section. I've seen it everywhere about how they might possibly throw out Master Modes and start over again. Here's my thoughts on that. They can't do that now because they've entirely based it for Squadron 42. If they do that, they now have to go back to the drawing board and go back into Squadron 42 and put it back into development hell. Once again, the problem with that is, and I got a lot of shit for this. I did a little thing to a Golgot video, and Squadron has been either tech complete, feature complete, or in polishing 5 times now. If they do it again, it's going to really, really piss off a lot of people that have put their money into it, hoping that they're going to get a Squadron 42.
Mm-hmm.
So I really don't think they can do this.
Mm-hmm.
Not like that anyways. They're going to have to tune it. Whether we like it or not, that's to be seen. And one last little thing I'd like to throw out there. I like Salty Mike. I don't like all of his opinions. I don't agree with all of his opinions.
Mm-hmm.
But like everybody in the Star Citizen community, we all have different opinions.
Mm-hmm.
Salty Mike, I think, said it best about a month or 2 months ago during a live stream. He said, Star Citizen is not being made for you, aka us backers now. It's not being made for us. It's being made for the players in the future. Whether we like it or not, that's what's happening. Some of us will enjoy it, some of us won't. I paraphrased it, but that's basically what he said.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Mm-hmm. Well, it makes a point. I mean, it makes sense.
Because we're the ones that put all the money into it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Systems activating.
So basically, Robert's got shareholders that aren't shareholders. He got the perks of shareholders without the negatives of shareholders, is what happened.
Well, he does have investors.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the people who bought off the RSI page.
Right.
He gets the benefits of shareholders without the negatives of shareholders.
Correct. And one of the things that I like but dislike about the whole development is, yeah, they listen to our feedback, but at the same time they also say, hey, look, this is our game and we're going to make it the way we want it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I like it, but I don't like it. Because we all have different visions of what we want the game to be. None of us are right, but none of us are wrong.
Oh, man.
Well, the thing about it is I don't remember who it was that said it, but somebody said it during one of their commentaries about it, that RSI doesn't sell pledge ships. They sell the idea of gameplay in a pledge ship. So they don't technically sell you we'll just say the Aegis Reclaimer. They don't technically sell you the Reclaimer. They sell you the idea it forms in your head about what you could be doing with it. That's what they sell you. It's very similar to the way that some of these... Now, I'm going to make a comment, and some people are probably going to get a little bit upset about it. It's the same thing that some companies use around tools. You have to admit, there are tools that exist out there that men and women buy that they don't have a use for. Because they see that tool and they think, this is going to allow me to fix blah, 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 even though they don't have problems with blah, blah, blah. They just see that tool and they see it as a key to unlock a magic door. It's the same thing RSI does with their ships.
So
being a meanie now, I'm all butthurt.
Absolutely. So that super duper pipe stretcher 3000 you bought yesterday might not have been a good investment.
So what you're saying is it's kind of like...
Speak for yourself. My pipe's way longer now.
Listen, you could have got away with buying a Kirby, and then you could also vacuum the floors, too.
So what you're saying is it's kind of like fishing lures. Fishing lures catch more fishermen than they do fish.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know. I wish the best to Star Citizen. I wish the best to all its backers, but I'm like I don't know. I'm not very happy / entertained with it right now. Maybe in a few more weeks or in a few more months. I don't know. But...
The thing about it is the further along that it gets into development, and the less they need of more pledges, the less he has to listen to the people who pledge.
Yep.
So that's a double-edged sword. People that are like, well, he's got to listen to us. Like, well, after a certain point, he's like, hey, we've got enough runway to finish this. I don't need to be kissing the buyers, the backers' asses anymore. I'm good. Then all he has to do is answer to the rest of the members of the board, which you've already illustrated that multiple times. It's not an impartial and balanced board.
Who, me?
All I know is I spent money to play a game. I've been in here, I've been playing, I've been having fun.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, I'm getting what I paid for. Now, am I hoping for more things to come? Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I think we all are.
Yep.
We all are.
But even if this is all I get, I ain't gonna be bitching too much about it.
For a second, I thought we flew through a building. I was like, what? But no, we just turned. No, I truly do love this project, and I want to see it succeed. But there are times they make decisions, and I scratch my head like, I don't see your logic, CAG. And there are times they make decisions, and I think about it for a minute, and I'm like, okay, while I don't agree, I can understand their logic for making this decision. But lately, I've been scratching my head more often than I used to.
I won't say who, but before your stream started and during your stream, I've been going back and forth into a Discord. There's a content creator who is absolutely going ballistic about the medbed respawn thing right now.
Why would he be upset? Why would he or she be upset about that?
Because for him, it takes away some of the quote-unquote realism, immersion, and the fact that most of these ships that people will use as respawns were never designed to be respawn ships. They were designed to be ambulances.
Like the Cutlass Red?
like the Cutlass Red and the C8R.
C8R.
Yeah. And one of his fears is that when base raiding comes along, or when bases come along, you're going to have large orgs that are just going to descend upon you with tons of Cutty Reds and medical Pisces to use as
Well,
respawns.
I have a feeling this is only a temporary measure.
Oh, agreed.
Agreed.
The reason why I say that is just because of the way that they worded it in the patch notes. With the release of 3.23.1, we wanted to provide players with a less brutal experience than getting back into action, or when getting back to action. To help with this, we're making all medical bed tiers capable of being as set as regen locations.
I have 2 counterpoints to that. One, are they doing this as a gimmick to sell more Ursa medical rovers? And 2, doesn't that fly in the face of, if they decide to keep it, doesn't that fly in the face of Death of the Spaceman?
Smart buy.
Well, I could see one workaround that may negate that, and that would be if the lower quality med beds don't fix problems when you respawn. In other words, say that you get shot and your arm is very damaged, then you would spawn with a gimped up left arm.
The terminal over there.
I could see a tier 1 bed spawning you with a gimped up arm. Like, hey, you're alive, motherfucker, but good luck using your left arm.
But wouldn't they respawn in any of the beds, plus the Death of the Spaceman thing? And Death of the Spaceman, as far as I always understood it, was you're dead, you're dead.
Yeah. Like, they said you get so many clones before your DNA is too damaged to continue, and then you're dead. Your next of kin, or whoever you say is next of kin, gets all your stuff, but...
And no reputation.
Yes.
Casually flew across Avenger 1 here at the station just repaired. That's cool.
Steak sauce.
Yep.
Yeah,
But,
he just casually just showed up at the little outpost I'm at for repairs. He just came by in a little Buccaneer.
I wonder if he's going to order any more Pizza Hut.
What?
What's the inside joke about Pizza Hut? What do you mean?
Okay, so remember when he was claiming all those people doxed him?
Oh? That was a while
ago.
About a year ago?
Yeah, over a year ago he claimed that people doxed him, and he's carried the story through multiple videos that people at GrieferNet and other orgs doxed him, his place of business, his full name, all of that stuff. It didn't quite happen like that. With almost 1,000 people on stream, he ordered Pizza Hut to his house and used his full name and his address. That's how it all got out.
That's just being a fucking moron.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Jesus.
And you can find the clip. People saved the clip of him doing it, and it starts with him.
Himself.
He ordered pizza, starting with, "I am the best PvP pilot in the effing universe. Get me pizza," and then he ordered his pizza.
You know, like the local Pizza Hut,
No, that was
Star Citizen. They're like probably thinking, "Who the hell is this clown? What is he even talking about?" Like this is a niche. This is a niche game.
Yeah,
it's one that I love, but I'm very aware of the fact this is still very niche.
I've only ran into one other person in my local area that plays the game that I have not talked to personally and said, "Hey, you should check this game out." I've only met one other person. The town I'm in has a population between 30,000 and 45,000 people. So
right now people are trash talking Avenger 1 in the global chat. I just casually said, "Hi Avenger, how are you doing?" And now people are dogpiling them in the comments.
Well, Steak Sauce is an interesting character. That's all I got to say.
They make changes to the mining gadgets?
I don't know. All I know, the only thing I've been following as far as changes goes that were like unannounced are all the weapons are completely different now. All the spool timers are completely different. and everything else like that. So when you start talking like what's the best starter ship, what's the best loadouts for this ship, what's the best things for this, it's all changed. It's all completely redone, and even Urkel doesn't have all the information yet. So
yeah,
it's all been redone. Like your ADB5s, those are no longer kings anymore.
No.
The Ares Inferno size 7 Gatling gun is no longer the king of destroying capital ships.
Shit.
Ion, once again, it was mediocre at taking out capital ships. Now it's basically hot trash.
So the meta is the meta's changed, and we probably won't know what it is right now for a while.
Should I ask Adventure One if he wants to help me order a pizza?
Are you on the same server that I am? Oh, I can't believe I'm missing this kind of
he'll get really,
if you got a bunch of people talking about Avenger 1.
I got Disturbed Angel and Endless Waltz in my global chat. Those are the last two lines.
Just casually ask him, hey Adventure, can you help me order a pizza, please?
No, if you see him say something like stupid, just say, hey man, that's not pepperoni.
You got it.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been quiet in the comments. Go figure. I just give a friendly greeting and be like, hey, how you doing? Now people are being mean to him in the comments.
Well, it's easy because the guy's a bit of a jerk.
He's basically a cyber bully. I don't like saying that word, but he basically is. And then on top of that, his last video that he did really riled up a large majority of the Star Citizen community.
You know, I guess I just stay out of the drama, so I have like no clue.
I don't either.
You're like, hi people, how are you doing? And I don't realize that they've been stirring the, pot and making everybody mad at them.
So the problem is that in Star Citizen, because the game is not complete, right? You have orgs versus orgs and other things that happen behind the scenes of Star Citizen.
Which
and that
is really
stuff gets
silly.
Really. Well, I mean, it's fine. Like, like for example, like Mongrel Squad and the guys from Backspace go to war. Okay, that's fine. They do their thing. They have their war, and there's a winner and there's a loser, or they,
yeah, but they're
have a
doing it for the
ceasefire.
spirit of the fun, not to like
Right,
politicize the
but
game.
beyond
They're synthesizing gameplay.
Beyond that, there are orgs that will, and CIG they have a badge. They have it available. They say they want you to do it. Other orgs will infiltrate other orgs' discords, and they'll start pulling dirt, and they'll start spying on them, and they'll start following them everywhere they go.
Stuff right there.
And it gets very, very Eve-like in how they go about doing their business. And it's been going on since the inception of orgs in Star Citizen, and knowing some of the people that I now know, it goes far deeper than any of us actually think it does. Like, it goes way deeper than what any of us thinks it does.
Scar, did you see what Chad posted in chat?
That's wild because most of the time I'm just a solo player. I mean, you know what
Gen
my
chat?
content is.
Yeah, Yogi doesn't play the game for fun, and it shows. He thinks he's some hotshot game designer when he's an amateur with 0 game shipped. That's Shep.
I mean, I'm just a goofy gamer, and I'm aware of the fact.
He used to play the game. I don't know whether he still does, but I know he used to play the game. But I know that his responsibilities at CIG have grown quite a bit.
Grumpy's insider, who I don't know if he works there anymore or not, he told me about 1.5 years ago that Chris Roberts had a office mandate that you have to play the game at least 2 hours a week.
Hello, and welcome
That's
to
cool.
Riker Memorial Spaceport.
The problem is...
but just because they play the game 2 hours a week doesn't mean they actually play the game.
Well, you can see... Go ahead. I cut somebody off. Go ahead.
That's all good. I can't remember what I was saying anyway, so.
Oh, I was going to say, you can see it when they do their racing videos or their ship-to-ship PvP videos, and you're like, oh, you guys don't play very often, do you?
You're looking for the vehicle terminal.
Morning, dickhead. Hello, moron.
Run! You need a part-time job 2 hours a week.
Yeah, we see.
All right. Play the game 2 hours a day. That'd be good. What if you get a discount in the Pledge store?
Dude,
you better watch out, or they'll be wanting to pay you in Pledge ships. Hey, you work next week, I'll throw a Polaris at you.
I might not necessarily say no to that.
At that point, you'd be a hooker. Hooker citizen.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And if I can CC you that up to a Kraken.
Yeah, there you go.
Where do I need to go? Manchester, Houston, St.
Right?
Where am I going?
We'll work for Kraken.
Please be aware that
Oh, Lord. Oh, I bought ammo for a P8 and I don't have a P8. Motherfucker.
I really want a Kraken. I don't have the money for one, and I don't know what in the hell I would actually do with one. I just want one.
I'm in the same boat. That's what I want. Like as an org ship.
Mm-hmm.
I would just love to have a Kraken.
We've got a couple in the Discord.
The thing that I want most out of Org 2.0, which hasn't been discussed in 3 years now, what I want most out of that is the ability to say, like, if Pagan was Org leader, right? And let's say, like, me, Ron, Moon, and, you know, whoever else you make captains or lieutenants or whatever the ranking is within the Org. And Pagan's like, hey, I'm going on vacation for 2 weeks to the Bahamas. I know big stuff is going on with the orgs. You guys have permission to not only take my ship, but you can fly it and park it wherever you need to for whatever operations you are performing. Have at it, guys. And be done with it. But I don't know if that will ever happen.
Well, there's one thing that leads me to believe it will, and that is what we've heard about from the personal hangars and the way they're planning on doing inventories. If you remember correctly,
Right,
they flat out had it to where I could go into Pagan's hangar and open up his inventory and get his stuff. But they decided not to implement it because they wanted more security measures so that Joe Blow couldn't just come in just because he was part of our group at the time.
Yeah, I have an idea for that.
I think orgs is how that's going to play out.
What's your idea?
I have an idea for that. If somebody comes into your hangar that's not supposed to be there.
No, that's not what he was saying.
What
he was getting at is what he was saying was we have plenty of times when we're sitting here and we're partying up with randos, and we're in a group with people that we don't know. We don't want them coming into our hangar and going through our shit because they're in a party with us.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there would have to be like a tier-based permission system.
The original thought was to let it, just party members can do it. But then it was like, no, because you party with randos. I think it's going to end up being orgs.
Yeah, it needs to be orgs.
I was hoping it would be a tier-based, so that way I can give permissions out. So if me, Pagan, and Moon are together, I can be like, okay, you guys can all share stuff in my hangar, but these guys who I just met, you don't have permission, and if they pick it up, I can blast them and take their stuff.
Or they just can't interact with it.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah, kind of like a gun that's on the floor in an armistice zone, you just can't touch it.
But you would need more than just orgs, though. Otherwise,
yeah, we need subset in
you
orgs.
invite somebody new to your org, and the first day they're in, they take your shit.
Yeah, it needs to be a subset.
There's got to be ranking and stuff involved.
Or like a personal group, like, hey, I'm making this group of people. Everybody in Group A has access to spawn any of my ships, can claim any of my ships. Group B can spawn any of my any of my guns, or
do it in ranks. Whoever has this rank and higher has access to
Well,
this rank and higher has that stuff.
I think it would be better to do groups. And the reason I say that is because
I'll be right
let's
back, guys.
Yeah, because if somebody gets into the org, and we'll just say that maybe somebody gets promoted to sergeant in the org. Who is it that's going to promote them to sergeant? Somebody other than you. And if you've got your permission set where anybody in the org that's sergeant or higher can borrow any of my ships or take any of my possessions, in-game possessions, there's a big loophole there for some espionage shit. So,
That's where that's why I think it should be two. I think it should be like two-factor authentication. Let it be to where, okay, sergeant and above can access this level of org stuff, and then what I can do is I can sit here and say, okay, this ship, that ship will share with the org, this ship and that ship won't.
Shab. Only sergeant? I'm going to play sax at people's weddings before I rob them. Everyone trusts me.
Yeah, there was. I'm not sure what game it was, whether it was Valheim or Rust or what's that other game? It's not DayZ, but there's another game that's like it. Scum. I'm not sure which one of those it was, but it was one that I didn't play. But a friend of mine, he had a group of guys, like 10 or so, that all played together, and somebody brought in a random that was a new player and invited him in and started to show him how to do stuff. And because it's whatever game it was overly complicated. They were showing him how to do stuff, how to craft and resources and all of that. And they allowed him in their base, and they gave him permission to be in his base. And it turns out he was from a group across the map who created another account that was fresh. And then once he got into their account or got into their base, he just waited until most of them were offline and just started hucking. In layman's terms, he started hucking stuff over the fence and having his buddies come and pick it all up.
And stuff like that happens in Eve all the time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The espionage. I was really surprised when people explained to me how deep the espionage hole goes in Star Citizen. I had no idea it went as deep as it went.
And it's a game that's not even finished yet. That's the crazy part.
Yep.
And getting wipes on a semi-regular basis.
Yeah.
I mean, I can understand the espionage in Eve. It's a completed game, and it's run by the community.
Yeah. I was really hoping for that, and then I think it was Pagan burst my bubble on that with the economy.
On what?
That it was going to be a player-controlled economy, and then somebody dropped me a line and said, "Nope, it's 10-1 AI versus players." It's like, oh man, we can't affect the economy the way I was thinking.
Nope. Not the most you're ever going to be is 10%.
Yeah. I was hoping to get a big group together and bomb a whole bunch of distribution centers and ruin the supply chain, and then be like, "Hey, Pagan,
what? Yep.
Well, you could here to this system and inundate it with goods."
Well, you can, because it's going to take. I mean, if Quanta works the way that I understood the last time Tony Z, I don't know where he is, R.I.P. I guess, stated, was that it was going to take the back end time to respond to a player action. So just like you said, say you and a bunch of murder hobos decide, well, what would appear on the outside to be murder hobos. A bunch of murder hobos with bunny rabbit ears fly into an area and just destroy this whole mining sector. To someone who doesn't know what's going on, oh my god, a bunch of murder hobos just showed up and killed everybody. What they don't see is the big plan. That creates a deficit. It would take the NPC engine, for lack of a better word, time to respond to that. They're going to have to create missions where where the facilities want to buy equipment to replace what's been lost, create missions to produce goods that have been lost. So yeah, it would bounce back, but it's not going to be an instantaneous bounce back. It's going to take them some time. So you would totally have time for that shit.
Criminal empire.
You and I have had some in-depth conversations about industrial espionage and things like that. Ron and I have had this conversation. Yep.
Hey, side note. This
Yes?
live stream needs more likes, folks. Please press that like button.
Oh, it's fine, dude. Today's a Monday. This is a chill day. Today's a chill day. The only day I take streaming seriously is Fridays.
You have no idea how many times I've had to remain silent when I, quote unquote, murder hoboed somebody in their C2. I didn't realize that I had people waiting to go and munch up the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
Killed
big
me, and I
money.
have an empty ship. And I don't have any cargo. You're not a pirate. You're just a griefer. No. You just don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
All right, see if the mining HUD works.
The Care Bears. That's like some elite dangerous level of whining and complaining.
Well,
they don't get it, and they don't understand. But like, I think Pagan and I and Moon and Ron have all had this conversation in depth that as the game progresses further down the line, if you don't understand all the systems that are available, then you're not going to understand everybody's motive for doing what they do. So just because I murdered you in your C2 doesn't mean that I was doing it to get my jollies off. I'm actually using your ship to make money. You know, and then like Pagan and I have done it a few times where Ron, Moon, Pagan, myself, Jim, and a few others, we were out doing bounties, and then they would come in and scoop it up in their reclaimers. So we're double dipping on the missions. You know, actually we were triple dipping at the time when we did it. We were blowing them up, taking the money for that, taking the cargo out. I think it was Ron or Moon was the cargo runner, and then Pagan and whoever else were munching up the ships. So we were triple dipping into everything.
But that's the way it needs to run. I mean, think about it. Most of us have watched The Expanse. Nothing is wasted in The Expanse. The Expanse is like the Wild West with the Native Americans that live there. They killed something, they took everything from that they could. And it wasn't just for spiritual reasons. It was like, hey, we don't know when we're going to get our next meal. There's fur here. It's going to get cold. We're going to need this. It's smart thinking. I mean, if you're in a combat situation and you down an enemy who's got ammunition that fits your gun, are you going to walk away because there's some twisted idea in your head that that's not the honorable thing to do, or are you going to get ammunition so that you survive longer? If you're fucking smart, you're going to grab all the ammunition you can, all the supplies you can.
You're going to be practical. You're going to survive.
So the same thing would happen in outer space. If a ship goes down, you're going to get everything out of that ship you can to, hey, if it's minimally damaged and we can repair it and use it and or sell it, let's do it. If it's too heavily damaged, let's get all the material out of it we possibly can.
When's the last time one of y'all had to do a huge download from Sig?
Today.
Because, you know, I ain't played in like 3 or 4 months. So I'm having to download 40-something gigs.
Oh, no. It's closer to 102 now.
I'm getting 846.8 megabytes a second.
Fuck you. Ron, if I didn't love you so much, I'd hate you right now.
I now have one file left. I just downloaded all that just while y'all been bullshitting last
Yeah, fuck you.
Holy cow.
Must be nice. Next time the update starts, Citizen was going to go over there and visit Ron. Be like, hey, Ron, I'm here to update all my computers for the PTU.
I don't know how the game is, but man, I'm super impressed with the download. Golly.
Well, all I know is I got some kick-ass internet speeds myself, and it still took me a while. So I don't think it's Ron's internet. I think it's just Ron gets some sort of fucked up redneck privilege or something.
He does. He does, actually. I don't get streamer privilege, but he gets redneck privilege. That hardly seems fair.
I went in on your redneck privilege, damn it.
Yeah, I can talk with a country accent. Give me the bandwidth.
Golly, that's... I gotta say, I think that's the highest download speed I've ever seen from one site.
I have 0 HUD, guys.
Game or anything. Wow.
All right. The mining HUD and the mole is still
I got-
fucked. Good.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I had hopes it was fixed.
So,
Me too,
real
especially
quick,
with all the small fixes they've had.
What's that, Scott?
I was surprised to see. Now, this isn't a shot at you guys. Most of you guys all here have very real expectations and opinions on gaming, and in a particular game as that. But I was surprised to see in the Gray Zone community as much coping and hopium.
Oh my god!
Than as in Star Citizen. Like, I was really surprised to see that.
One guy went off and said you had, what was it? I think he said vastly outdated hardware, and I'm like, no, motherfucker. He's not running vastly outdated hardware. Let me, I saw it today, and I was like, what the fuck?
Like,
Yeah.
what are you on, dude?
So,
Seriously,
and the
it
thing
was
is,
bad.
Like, I would love to have Grumpy's rig. Grumpy has a 7950X. And that's got an AIO on it. He's got a water-cooled 4090 and DDR5. I think it's 7200 hertz, 128 gigs of RAM. And his computer is choking on the game. And his computer overheated to the point where it shut down. And when I bring this up, he still has a crappy PC. Like, I don't understand it.
Yeah, what was it? People complain they can't run it while having a 2000 or older. Like, bro, what do you expect? Your shit's outdated as fuck. And I'm like, he's running a 3000 series. That's not outdated.
No.
No,
It's actually really nice.
Yeah. And so I think, was it further down or further up in the comments? I can't remember which way it was. There's a comment that said people running it on 2080s are complaining about it running like shit.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but a 2080 is still a kick-ass card.
It's the minimum requirements, if you look online, is 16 gigs of RAM. I forget what Intel, because they're Intel boys, but I forget which one it was. And a 1080. That's the minimum requirements. The recommended requirements is 32 gigs of RAM. I forget the Intel spec, and then a 3070 is the recommended. But even then, a 30 series card should be able to run that game, even with no issues whatsoever.
Yeah.
The problem is
that's the crazy thing. Is I'm running a 3050, and let's see, my processor was a i9 11900K, and I run pretty good. I'm typically kicking about 30 FPS, and don't have problems.
Have you tried Gray Zone? No, I'm not being snarky. I honestly asking a question.
Don't know Gray Zone. What do you mean Gray Zone?
He was talking about Gray Zone. He made a video about Gray Zone, and somebody was basically telling him he needed to get new hardware. Rather than saying that the game had problems, they were trying to say SCART had outdated hardware.
That, I mean, and it's more than that. There's a lot of people that are hoping very hard for the performance issues. So the Gray Zone is a Tarkov-like game. It's not quite like Tarkov. You play on
I've seen it.
Yeah, big giant map.
I haven't played it, but I've seen others play it.
Yeah, remains persistent. It's pretty cool. I like it. It just has a lot of performance issues right now. And my only gripe with it is that it's very obvious that they wanted to ride the coattails of the Tarkov disaster that happened a few weeks ago. And that's it. And that's why they released the early access, and that's fine. But you can't if the game doesn't run right, or if other people's experience doesn't match your own because performance is hampering their gameplay, you can't write it off to everything as just being, well, it's early access, or get a better rig, or fill in the blank with whatever reason why you're having problems. Sometimes games are having problems because they're not optimized, and because they're in early access, they're usually not optimized. So that is an issue. But I also hate hearing, and this is not a shot at Star Citizen, I understand what they're trying to do, yada yada, but when other games come out that are not of that size, we can't say, well, it's in early access, and use that as a excuse for poor QA. We can't. We have to hold these people, hold these developers to a higher standard. Otherwise, they're going to keep doing this kind of stuff over and over and over again. And it's become very apparent that that is the trend in the video game industry right now. Push out your game as fast as you can, label it early access, and then work on it afterwards.
Well, there's an old saying. You tell people how they can treat you by what you tolerate.
Yes.
If you're going to tolerate them treating you
Oh,
bad,
what you tolerate.
they're going to keep treating you bad. It's that simple.
Yep, I agree. I wholeheartedly agree.
Yeah, you can't put up with the bullcrap.
Yep.
And people don't like it when people call out the bullcrap because it also challenges their reality. And people don't like that happening. Like when people deflect. Oh, it's just a hardware issue. Get a better rig. No, dude. I have, when I got it, a top-of-the-line gaming PC that I built from the ground up. And this game does still have issues because it's still alpha. And it is not optimized. In fact, if you want to look up in the definition for unoptimized, you should see the Star Citizen logo next to it.
Well, but I got into this on a Facebook comment thread one day because it was like, I need to update my memory. Star Citizen's using, all of my 32 gigs. I need 64. And I'm like, you guys are approaching this from the wrong way. You're wanting to upgrade your computer because one program eats all of your available memory. That is not the way this shit should be. Instead, you should be saying, hey, optimize your fucking code. Because I'm sorry, the only programs that I would even consider tolerating taking more than 32 gigs of RAM is Adobe Premiere. But that's a specialized software package. You're literally editing 4K movies. So, I mean, that's the wrong attitude. It's like, well, I got to upgrade my computer. I got to fix problems on my end because somebody across the ocean decided they weren't going to take some time and optimize their code. Fuck that noise. That's the wrong answer.
I agree. I don't feel like anybody should run a new PC or new GPU or memory or whatever the problem may be just to play one game. It may be your favorite game, but is the cost really going to make you happy in the long run? Because by the time you get it and they move, like they might move on to something else that's newer and shiny, and now you got to upgrade again.
Yeah, but I'm sorry. I mean, 32 gigs of memory is a lot, especially when you're talking about running 32 gigs of DDR4 or DDR5. That is a lot of data moving back and forth into and out of the processor. That is crazy. I mean, it really is.
I was surprised when Star Citizen did that to me during the EPTU.
Right? And you weren't the only one having the issue. Other people were having the issue. My PC ramped up to 90 degrees C. I've got a BIOS setting that says, hey, once you hit 90, fucking hit the brakes. And she hit the brakes.
Yeah, I gotta go, but I'd like you to show me how to do that, because when I was playing Gray Zone and I went to an area, my PC ramped up to, the GPU itself ramped up to 94 degrees.
Okay.
Grumpy's went up too, and his is water cooled. His went up to almost 100.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Like, like he didn't understand what was going on. I have the footage. I can show you. I'll have to dice it up and show you guys. But he had no idea what was going on. And over Discord, he sounded like a drunk C-3PO that took a hit of nitrous. Like everything was in slow-mo. He sounded all robotic. He had no idea what was going on. His PC was attempting to turn itself off. And I forget who was with us, but they were like, check your heat. Because this sounds like a thermal throttle situation. And he checked his heat and he was at like 99 degrees. And like I said, his GPU is water cooled. So for it to hit 99, like he sent me a message saying, hey, I'm at 99. So I pulled up my NVIDIA overlay and my GPU was at 92 degrees. And I'm like, oh crap. And I didn't want to lose my kit. So I started running out of the area and it just kept getting a little bit higher and a little bit higher. And I said, I can't do this. And I just forced the program closed.
Before it melted your computer.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's definitely some unoptimized code there.
Yeah, no kidding. I think that's what happened. Remember how, was it 6
Well, that's good news,
ago,
Ron.
my computer crapped out and overheated. I fried the motherboard.
Yeah, it can definitely happen. It can definitely happen.
Yeah.
And guess what I was doing at the time? I was streaming Star Citizen.
Yeah, like I said, that game, I've never had problems with any other program specifically, but now when I run that program, I have the NVIDIA overlay going on top of it with the advanced showing, because as soon as it starts creeping into the mid 80s, I start getting a little antsy.
It's been better since then. I don't know what changes they made, if any, but it's definitely been better since then.
The memory usage, you mean?
Yeah.
I haven't. I've downloaded it. I just haven't jumped in. The launcher button, the button where it says launch, it does that like that horror movie thing where it like flashes and gets bigger, bigger.
Nah,
I can't do it. I can't. Not right now.
Yeah. Now she's running better. The night that you were having that issue, I loaded up myself on this rig. There are 10 cooling fans in this computer case. There are 3 across the top, 3 across the back side, 3 across the bottom, and 1 in the back. So that's a lot of air moving out. When that started happening, all of those case fans ramped up to high speed. There's 2 fans on the cooler, the CPU cooler, best rated cooler from Gamers Nexus and their Bauer. Both fans running 100% trying to keep everything cool in that case. There's a problem.
All hail Gamer Jesus.
Yep, Gamer Jesus.
I love that guy. I watch his videos often, even if it doesn't pertain to anything I'm doing. I watch him.
Yeah, I was watching the Azus. I finished the Azus video today.
Oh God, isn't that horrible?
But you know, Asus has done it before. They've been doing it since the 90s. I had to look when that SP97 came out. But I bought 2. I bought one for me and one for my wife at the time. 2 Pentium MMX chips, all of that stuff. And both of them had the same problem.
Is MSI still good, or do they still screw people over?
I think every company will screw people over if they're given the opportunity. You just got to shop smart, I think.
You're probably right.
Now, having said that, I gave Asus a second chance and bought, and you know, we've been buying their products. We got a, what is this? Asus monitor, I think this is right here. 2 Asus monitors right here. Whoa. Why are you... Oh, boy. Okay. Stop here. So we've been giving them chances, and they've been doing better than they were. So the motherboard here has been doing good. The motherboard in the other computer's been doing good. But it just seems like their issue is with their quality control and their mechanism to repair. It almost seems like, I don't know, this is a guess here, But it almost seems like they have another company that they're paying to do the repairs, and it's not actually a Zeus.
You're probably right.
And that company is like taking every opportunity they can to get as much money as they can. I won't drop company names out there, but previously I've worked for a company who farmed out their tech support. When you sent their product in to get it fixed, you weren't sending it into the manufacturer. You were sending it into a service center that had a contract from this company to fix the shit. So the part would come off the FedEx truck. They would photograph the box with the work order. They would open the box and take a photograph of the item all the way through the system. But it was not the company you bought it from fixing it. Even though you were sending it to their repair facility and the address label said Company X repair facility, it was going to a third party to get fixed. And there were cases where we would have to troubleshoot problems. Hey, customer sent this in to get it serviced. Here's what happened. Here's the pictures they sent when they sent the item. Here's the pictures of when the item came back. Here's the damage that wasn't repaired. I mean, it was a problem. Hey, baby. So I tend to think that that same thing's going on with Asus.
So like the McDonald's ice cream machines or type of things.
Oh man.
I just figured out another little sneaky that they did with certain.
What's that?
Do you remember how I told you how I always find Area 18 spaceport?
Yeah, you go to the marker heading 270, I think it is.
I always said the spaceport is exactly due west of the marker.
Yeah.
270.
Mm-hmm.
Not anymore.
Oh, where'd you go, Milky? Here you are.
Not anymore. They didn't necessarily move it, just with this new HUD and graphic overlay.
Mm-hmm.
The compass isn't a traditional northeast-southwest compass anymore. It's just a tape with numbers now.
Mm-hmm.
And now, to get to the spaceport, you go to the marker and go to 0. Or what we would traditionally know as due north.
Well, I often wondered what was going on with the directional vectors. Because I have watched that. I've watched those compass headings going through the air in Halo. And I've been like, where is this? Because, I mean, if the Stanton star is the center point, and logically you would think the center point for a system would be its star, or at least its primary or dominant star, it wasn't the case. Because as you... Okay, if that was the case, then as you passed the star, your vector number would change. So if it was 270 as you're heading towards it, then it wouldn't be 270 as you got past it. But it was. It was keeping the same vector number, the same degree. What's the word for that, Ron? It's eluding me. It's not altitude. Is it azimuth? I think it's azimuth. I'll have to look it up on Google.
Direction of travel in degrees.
Yeah.
Shooting in azimuth, that's northwest, southeast.
So azimuth. The azimuth should have changed. Technically, if the Stanton star was 000, then the azimuth should have changed as you passed.
Well, that's the thing. Is in space, you're not going to have northeast, southwest.
Yeah, but you're going to have to use a relative point.
Your relative point of frame of reference is the sun of that solar system, usually.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
But I find it funny, though, because they don't have, like I said, the compass on here is now just ticked numbers. And they don't have 180. It goes from 176, and the next tick is 184. And I'm currently hovering directly over the spaceport for Area 18, looking at the Area 18 marker, and I would be facing basically 180 or due south. So yeah, you can't use the 270 compass heading anymore to get to the spaceport. It's now going to be.
Damn it.
See if it's 0 or 360. It'll put up there.
My wife is upset. Her noodles got frozen in the fridge.
Your what got broken in the fridge?
So the noodles got frozen in the fridge. I think it was up too far against the back wall or something.
Oh no.
No.
Yeah, it's not going to be close to bearing a 0.
You know, the frozen water.
Oh no. Can you put them in warm water and thaw them out?
No, she just pulled off the frozen part.
Okay.
My wife is my wife is a big fan of noodles with butter, Parmesan, and what else do you put on there? Salt and pepper.
Your wife's smart.
Regular spaghetti noodles.
That's a gourmet fucking meal when you're poor, I'm telling you. I've eaten that many nights in my life as a kid, buddy.
She loves it. I mean, we have
it's good.
all the other fixings to go with it, but
oh yeah,
she's a big fan.
Hell yeah.
My daughter's super into that right now. I've made spaghetti a bunch of times. She won't eat spaghetti sauce. Just, can I put butter, Parmesan, salt, and pepper on it?
Oh.
Okay.
Noodles, mommy style.
Yeah. But yeah. I remember once when they changed. Remember when they added Seraphim in a few months ago?
Yep.
I was watching Captain Dirty and his crew chase a reclaimer towards Seraphim Station, and mantises were stopping him from jumping. So they were chasing him down. They didn't have the appropriate ships to bring down the shields fast and get on board.
All right, Ron.
So it turned into a race to whether or not are we going to get to Seraphim before we can get him down. They got about 10K away from Seraphim, and the reclaimer exploded, and then the 2 mantises exploded. The other 3 ships that were chasing were like, "What just happened?" And Dirty's scratching his head. He's visibly scratching his head, going, "What the heck?" And then he explodes. The other 2 guys peel off, and they go, "Do you guys realize what's happening?" They're like, "No, what?" They're like, "The station is showing 10K that way, but it's actually right here."
Oh no.
Yeah, everybody flew into it. It got fixed really quickly, but I still find that really funny that happened.
Well, that kind of shit was happening with asteroids all the time.
Oh yeah.
Remember? Asteroids are just like, boom.
The fact killed me and Jim in his Redeemer, claiming that it was invisible asteroids. Though on my screen I saw it coming in. He hit. I was in the top turret, and he was flying through an asteroid field, and I'm like, "Watch out for the asteroid!" And then I explode. I'm like, "Oh crap!" And he's like, "Did you just die?" I'm like, "I did." It's like, "What did we hit?" Like an asteroid. He's like, "I didn't see an asteroid." I'm like, "Yeah, you hit the asteroid into the top turret." He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, my bad." 2 minutes later. Go ahead.
I was just saying, I had times where I'd be sitting there playing with Sliver, and I'd be watching he'd be streaming it on Discord so I could see his screen and mine both. And yeah, I'd see asteroids on mine that weren't on his, and vice versa.
Yeah, I have seen that before.
Killed Jim that way too.
Oh, not Jimmy the Sweetheart. Oh, you murderous bastard.
Jimmy, I love Jimmy the Sweetheart so much.
Yeah, he really is great.
Such a nice guy until he's like, "You know what? I'm gonna go pirating tonight." Then you go, "Oh crap!"
It's not Jimmy the Sweetheart tonight. No, I definitely want to do that again, where we did we're doing the ERTs and then hauling the illegal cargo, the legit cargo, and the scrap. That was awesome.
Got Avenger 1 hanging out.
Speaking of Jimmy the Sweetheart, Jimmy the Sweetheart put in.
People are attacking Avenger 1.
What about Jimmy Sweetheart?
People put in. He put in my Discord saying that both himself and Marcus earlier today were doing ERTs.
Oh, Avenger
and
1's attacking me.
I'm sorry.
guess what's back in the ERTs?
What's that?
Weevil eggs and other illicit drugs.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Not like large amounts like they originally were, but they found 32 SCUs of weevil eggs, and that's a lot of money.
Nice. Could use that. I'm sitting there in live with like 17K to my name, hoping I can sell these goods right here at this station.
Grumpy, if you're somehow watching this stream, don't kill me. Grumpy has 0 money right now in live.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, I just evaded Avenger 1 and company. Got away from him in my Pisces.
Nice.
That's funny.
Grumpy logged in and was having problems and kept exploding his ships and kept on claiming them and then didn't realize that he only had 20K. So he has zero money in live right now.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. He's like, I'm going to have to go be somebody's turret princess for a couple of runs. Get me
turret
princess. Money back. Yeah.
Okay, so when this was in EPTU, some of the elevator doors wouldn't open at the hangars. We are still having this issue.
Hey, Chris made those himself. That's blasphemy.
Yeah, right. I'm beginning to wonder how much Chris actually does himself anymore.
I think he's more or less like Steve Jobs at this point, where he's talking head, comes out and waves and smiles.
Is Chris Roberts an AI?
Everybody's right. Well, if he is, we definitely know that he was not made by CIG, otherwise he'd stand back there.
No, he's made by somebody who actually knows what the fuck they're writing.
Although I heard the AI aren't really standing on chairs too much these days.
No, they're doing better. They were cowering in fear at the ship show.
It's because Ron and Moon were there.
Probably. Moon is he's pretty violent. I mean, he's known to violent outbursts. He's murdered a few people with his ship.
I heard they left bad reviews on this.
Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, who knew the corpses could write reviews? I mean, I didn't.
I guess dead men tell no tales isn't true, huh?
Yeah, that's correct. They can sure as fuck type them out, though. What?
Is that Doreen?
It is Ferret.
Hey, Ferrets, how are you? Oh, your package left this morning, so you should get it in a few days.
Oh, all right, cool. So I wanted to say something before I forget.
Okay.
Are you trying to say that the NPCs have finally learned to fear us?
Well, only the ones in the Belvic Convention Center.
Oh, I got A1 talking smack in the global chat.
Well, there's really nothing new about
He
that.
couldn't kill my Pisces.
They won fix us? Is that the name?
Yeah, apparently he's in the PTU on the Squirrel server.
Yeah, I was trying to go to Grim Hex to dock, and A1 and one of his wingmen were there, and they gave chase to me trying to kill me, and I got away in my freaking Pisces.
What the fuck happened? I thought he was supposedly the self-named PvP god.
Only when he's ordering pizza, apparently.
He just said in the global chat, "We let you go. Don't make me regret it." I said, "I know. The Pisces is hard to kill."
All I would have said is, never mind. I won't say what I would have said.
Should I say,
Thanks. I had pizza in here. I didn't want it to get destroyed.
Oh.
That would probably make him declare war.
I would have said something along the lines of, "There's a pizza lover. There's a meats lovers back here if you want it."
I think
say, I'm keeping the pepperoni for myself.
Yeah, but I think that all of the major named people of the community, but I think day one is the most possible at.
Is the most what?
He's the most laughable.
Oh.
I mean,
Yeah, he's well, he's steak sauce.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look. Squirrel Lord. I wonder who would win, a squirrel or a box?
Depends on what's in the box.
What kind of box?
Right.
What kind of box?
All right, guys, I got to go shower and get ready for bed. I got work in the morning. You
Alrighty,
gentlemen
Scarred.
enjoy Star Citizen to its fullest.
Alright, man. You have a good night. I'll catch you later.
Yep, it's good talking with you guys.
Always.
Yep, later.
Bye-bye.
Later, Moon, Squirrel, Parrots,
Wookie.
and Chewie.
Oh, I'm so poor.
Scruffy looking burger.
Absolutely. We need that as a quote from Star Wars. Disney probably sue the shit out of us, though. He said it.
President
All right.
sue the shit out of you just
I'll see you, buddy. Take it easy.
Oh, Lord.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder who would win, a squirrel or box? Pizza boxes are dangerous. Should I say something?
See if I have something to drink in here. My guy's not doing so good. I do. I do have something to drink in here. Nice.
That's a shame about some people, because, you know, the guy made a lot of good videos to help out new pilots get better.
He did. I mean, you just have to separate the good that he's done from the bad that he's done. That's all.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing. Separate the good from the bad.
Yeah, because what's funny is I have gotten on the server and I've chatted with the folks there. And there are people there who are insanely skilled and they're very good at mentoring and helping people get better. So, like, even if you don't like Avenger 1 himself, there's a lot of good community people there that are really helpful and kind.
That's a good thing to hear, right? Because,
yeah,
it's nice to hear that there is a community out there to help people that aren't good at PvP get better.
Now, there are some of people in his own community that eats him up, chews him up, spits him out for breakfast in PvP, and I've been invited to a few training sessions because I was trying to get better. And some of those people have left that community and started their own thing. So for a crime stat 2, it's a 25-minute sentence, just so you know. I accidentally shot one of the security guards during the bunker mission, and I popped him. Well, I wounded him, then he got mad, started shooting me, then I mag dumped him. Because, you know, I wouldn't be Squirrel Lord if I didn't do that.
How far away am I still from this place?
Thinking about a pizza box.
Just let it go.
I must be hungry.
Alright, we have 17k. What can we do for 17k? Surely we can get more cargo than this.
Taco.
We have an Arrow at her L5. Her L4. Her L5 would be down towards the bottom. Arrow's only going to give us like 2. Yeah, we need to start with the... We need to go back and get the Vulture for this. This is the wrong ship to be starting our salvage career.
Yeah. You know who is another really good PvPer, but I haven't seen that person in goodness knows how long? Jonathan Winters. That guy is the real effing deal. So, that guy is incredibly talented. I just haven't seen him on in months. But he even took time, one-on-one trained me. And he helped me correct a lot of bad habits that I had. So, you know, I hope when I start making more stuff that I could, you know, spread that positivity. And earlier you guys were talking about people who are now treating this game as just a job instead of a passion, and there used to be one content creator I used to love his ship review stuff, and he used to really give out the idea for optimal loadouts, but then I watch him recently and he just looks miserable. And then he was angrily saying, you know, why don't as many people watch as they used to? I'm like, well, probably because they're not having as much fun. Because you don't seem like you're having much fun anymore either. You know, I mean, I have kind of a rule. If I'm playing a game, streaming a game, doing whatever, if I'm not having fun, I stop, I shut it down, I end the stream, I just say, hey guys, I've got to call it quits here. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Because that negativity spreads. And if you're feeling that negativity, you can bet that other people will feel it too, and that's not what people want.
Moon, what are you up to? Moon, what are you up to right now?
Trying to fix my screens, get it back to standard.
Okay. I'm in live. Got about a dozen SCU of material. I'm going to sell it, and I think I'm going to take the Vulture out this time. Try to get some fundage in there. Build back up.
Yeah, putting it in ultra wide the way I did, it takes me a little bit to get back to normal.
Yeah.
I will say this, those evasion videos and escape videos sure came in handy today.
Good.
If A1 and his buddy couldn't kill me, I guess I learned something from them. They taught me good. So, I am walking around in Peschler. I realize it will probably take the same amount of time to mine the gems, turn it in as it is just to wait out the sentence, because, you know, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Kind of at this point, it's kind of pointless. I'm just walking around poking at stuff.
Oh. Just trying to make a little bit of money before I log off for the night. We've got to get a cat to the vet tomorrow morning early, and then rush over to work because we got a commission meeting I have to.
Oh boy.
I have to live stream tomorrow morning, so it's gonna have to be an early night for us.
Gotcha. Well, hey, thanks for letting me come on and just chit chat.
Yeah, no worries,
We'll meet up
Squirrel.
in
You're welcome here.
Do stuff.
Oh yeah, I just got to build the coffers back up.
Same here.
I do like the new LODs though, so the planet, it's visible earlier and gets bigger as you come in. That's awesome. Absolutely love that.
Yep, 18 minutes left. Honestly, I think I am going to log out. I might go into the little free flight mode. So next time I log in, I just walk out of the jail.
Mm-hmm. That'd be a good idea.
Yeah. Well, hey, thanks for streaming. This definitely made my night good.
Yeah, no worries. You're always welcome here, Squirrel. I think you know that. I hope you know that. There we go.
I should have recorded that, the attempt that they were trying to kill me with my Pisces, and I still got away. Oh gosh. Thing is, though, don't underestimate that little shuttle. It's actually very quick and very capable.
Yep.
It's a capable little ship, and people don't realize that.
Pisces is one of the best pearl hoppers that we got.
Oh yeah. And it's literally one of the best starter ship packages you could get.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say the 4 best starter packages, and it's depending on your budget and your play style. I would say from the cheapest to most expensive, Pisces. After the Pisces, the Titan. After the Titan, the Nomad. And after the Nomad, the Cutlass. I think those are the 4 best options for a starter pack. Engineering duel? What the heck is that? Huh. Weird. There's one player, and that guy is very skilled. And, you know, you get a lot of these major streamers, when they get their channel big, it inflates their ego. But there's like some players that I know that are not streamers, which happen.
Typically in a full Reclaimer Shab, well, let me just say, we don't ever get it full anymore. We do, we'll get like 6 loads, meaning like 6 Herc-sized ships or 6 Hammerhead-sized ships, and that's going to make 8 million, 9 million. But the problem I'm running into tonight is that I don't have the funds to pay the claim fee for the bigger ships. I need to go sell what I've harvested, because I've gone from 40,000 down to 17 quickly. Well, I don't know. We're going to find out how much value we're getting for these now. So, I've got 2 SCU of RMC and 10 SCU of construction materials. Well, I don't know. We're going to find out. We're going to find out here in a minute. We're going to find out here in a minute. This is the first salvaging I've done. It does drop your speed down quite a bit. But I was falling to the surface pretty hard, so I wanted to slow down, because I can't see. I see a bunch of ships over here. But for all I know, this could be ships that somebody spawned and then... There it is. That's the spaceport. That's what I'm looking for right there. So, let's get her down. Yep, absolutely. I'm not above doing some piracy. I just want to make sure I do it with the right character. Hagen's character needs to stay Needs to maintain his reputation. Creepy don't give a fuck.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Landing gear deployed.
Where's my hangar? Where is my hangar? Oh, I think that's my hangar right there. Nope, there it is over there. My bad. Well, for a while there, I was doing something that I called Wicked Wednesday, where Ron and I and others, if they wanted to, would go out. We would play with our alternate characters and do crime-related stuff. So, less than honorable, shall we say. And I'm down for that again. But I'm not very experienced in actual piracy. Yeah, see, if I had another person in the game right now, I would have them grab the reclaimer, and I'd take the Herc out, and we'd scrape that. Because prior to the price changes, scraping a Herc chassis would get you 1 million. I don't know how much of a change there's been. But right now, the size of the reclaimer is not being a benefit. It's being a negative, so... Either they've adjusted the reclaimer so it's easier to land, or I just got really freaking lucky.
It's easier to land.
Thank you.
Is she?
It is stupid easy to land. I can land the damn thing with my eyes closed. It's disappointingly easy.
Well, Shab, we can do that. We just need to organize a night and do it together. Because that's something that would be best done with a group, to be truthful with you. We need somebody to take out the bounties. And then we need somebody to scrape it. And somebody else to haul the cargo. Yeah, no. I don't scroll down the throttle. You'll notice that I keep my speed limiter turned off. Alright, let's see how much money we're going to make on this guy. Actually, when you scrape, you get something called RMC. Romeo, Mike, Charlie. That's worth more than the construction materials you get for crunching it. So you're much better off to scrape it first. There just wasn't a lot of material to be scraped on the 2 small ships that I did. And if I could have gotten in the elevator doors of that Lagrange station, I would have just sold it there and stayed on out. Yeah. Yes, it's been that way for a while. They changed that in 3.2.2, I believe it was, wasn't it, Moon? Where they segregated the values more for RMC and construction materials. I know one of those releases they made changes.
Yeah.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Please visit us again. It takes all of us working together.
They originally were...
Welcome to the Internet, your gateway to adventure.
They did have it, though. Originally, the construction material was more than the RMC. Then Then they switched it in the next patch after the initial release. They switched it around, and they ended up with 3.22 with construction materials being like what was it, 6K per SEU.
Yeah, they started off at 7.5, and then they went. One of them went down, and one went up, and then one went down even further.
Yeah. Now construction materials is clear down to real cheap. A little over 1K, I believe.
Yeah, see, and I've got 10 SCU of those, so that's not going to be worth much.
Well, I don't know what it is there in live.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, live is running 23 now. Duh. Brain isn't working. Forgive me.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a little over 1K per SCU, I believe. Construction materials. You can still get good numbers with a good amount. But yeah, your RMC is going to be where your money. It's still a higher valued cargo, which I'm kind of glad to see it, because yeah, I was one that I didn't like the just go munch onto the next one and munch.
Agreed. That was very lopsided. It was not a good effort and gain balance. There was too much gain for too little effort, I think.
Well, first of all, at this stage right now, munching just flat out is too simple. They need to add to it. There needs
Hey, Jack, what's up?
There needs to be more to the whole munch.
I forgot about that. Good to see you, Jack.
Hello, Jack.
I heard chink, chink, chink. I was like, I'm hearing air hockey. Why am I hearing air hockey? And I look down and there's Jack. Yeah, salvage changes, huh?
I'll be glad when they actually get in there and make give you more to do for
yeah.
the whole one.
Yeah.
Like I love where the whole scraping is right now.
That's probably a smart move, Jack. Probably a smart move. Jack said he was in an arcade the other day and there was a baby. He waited to the left to play. For the inside story on that, you need to go visit Jack's stream and ask him about air hockey. It's good to see you, Jack. Always happy to see you. We don't have to do that. Of course we do. I'm sending people your way. Oh, no. There is no demand at all for the RMC, man. This is going to just sit here in my hold and rot.
Oh, no.
No. The RMC is what you get from scraping, and the construction material is what you get from crunching. There's a dupe exploit, and it's choking out RMC. Mother. Well, this poor space trucker's trying to make money.
Damn dupe exploits.
All right, well, maybe I can sell the other stuff.
No. Great.
I want to sell at New Babbage right now? Okay. Well, I don't know how I would transfer it out of the reclaimer. I don't know how I would do that. With personal hangars, I could do that. With the current iteration, what we've got available, I could pull it out of the ship and probably leave it on the hangar floor, but then I'd have to guarantee I got that same hangar again. And that is the problem. At least we can sell the construction materials. We made 10K back. So we're not... We have 27K now. At least we should. Speaking of inside jokes, Jack Axon, I want my money back, man. You never put those boxing gloves... Oh, that's right! That's right! Yeah, I can check it again in a few minutes, Jack. It's no worry. How was the bar citizen, buddy? I was able to tune into one of your streams recently, and you were talking about how you were going to go to Bar Citizen. How did that work out? Yeah, that's fair, Scarred. Wait, what? The event was great, but the trip was not? Oh, man.
Sounds like a story there.
Right? Yeah, see, I'd double my money if I sold this. Ran into Jake. Oh, Jake Appella? I approached Chad, and before I could say hi, he shouted, "We're not making the lobster." Oh, man. You know, we were talking the other night, though, Jack. I honestly think the Reclaimer is your Drake Lobster.
Yep.
I took the train 14 hours late. Oh, my God. Arriving to town to pick you up, there were mites in your seat. They were out of food. Oh, no. And a tornado. Were you by chance traveling with Tom Hanks? I mean, that's some Tom Hanks level luck there. Surprised you didn't get like stranded on the side of the road and have to have a conversation with a volleyball.
Well, son.
You're right. The SC gods were definitely mad at him in that case. Got to Chicago 3 a.m. All the metros were closed. Had to take an expensive ass lift. Ooh. Ooh. Ouch, dude. That is no buenos. You know what? We're going to leave that 2 SCU of RMC on that Reclaimer for now. We will sell it at a later point. Right now, the Vulture is the better fit for making money with the lower assets we have. Honestly, the better way to make money right now would be to strip down to my skivvies and do some combat. But I don't really have that kind of time. If I lived there, I would come and pick you up, yeah.
So everybody else go find other game loops to play. Let me have my salvage.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, imagine, well, Friday it's not going to be any better. Friday it won't be any better. The free fly starts on Friday. It'll be all kinds of people. The begging for money is going to be strong. The begging will be strong.
I don't care. That's what F12 is.
Absolutely.
I can beg all I want. I'll never see it.
Can't hear you. La 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 la. E-begging hobos. Yeah, there was one guy who made a video about it, and that's literally all he does. He gets out of his hab and runs back and forth in the hallway outside the habs. But I'm not sitting on a 1100. Oh, that's true. You're sitting on 1100 and Amtrak vouchers? Oh, wow. That is good. That's very good. It's all good, man. If I didn't have a busy morning tomorrow, I'd probably be having a scotch too. This morning sucked. But it's all betters now. Moon, did you do something special for Mrs. Raker for Mother's Day?
Yes and no.
I catch you, Scard.
We went out and checked out this new coffee shop in town, and then we went to a one of the local landmarks around here. We got a walk path. We spent some time walking around the walk path until it started raining. We came home and just been a nice, good, quiet evening.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Scard, thanks for the offer. Rain check. Rain check. Let's see what I can do. See, this is one of the ships that I'm waiting on, except the white version, the medevac version. Well, not that one.
What is with that screen?
I do not know.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
It takes all of us.
All right, let's grab the Vulture.
Your vehicle has been.
Finger 3. We'll take the Vulture out.
I'm so annoyed that you can sit here and spawn a brand spanking new ship, and still to this day have it spawn with holes in it.
Holes? I'm sorry? What? Finger 3. What am I looking at here, man?
My Pisces.
Oh, wow. And that's a fresh spawn?
Yep.
Moon spawned is a little red rescue Pisces, and it's got, well, I mean, honestly, it looks like some fucktards have been shooting at it. Your speeder bike's damaged all the time. It bugs the shit out of me. Oh, man. Remember the, Wait. What? Is the ladder broke?
Yes, the Vulture ladder has not been... They finally got it fixed in 23.1. But it has been borked all the way through 23.0. But it is fixed in 23.1.
See, that's the kind of stuff you need to put in as a hot fix. Like, oh, we fixed the ladder. Let's hot fix that shit.
There are a lot of small little things like that that got fixed in 23.1.
Okay,
I was hoping the HUD and the mold did, but apparently not.
Shab says he thinks if you abandon a ship with cosmetic damage, it stays when you respawn it.
Well,
what is that I'm about to put my head through?
That box is always there.
Okay.
It's our new floating bed. Do you remember the floating bed?
Hello and welcome aboard your drink interplanetary craft. Your systems are online.
No, it's a good thing I don't need to use my my MFDs up top, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, if you remember a while back, we'd spawn a ship and there'd be a floating bed in the middle of the hangar.
Mm-hmm.
This is the new floating bed.
That's the way it seems to be with the speeder bikes. If I have them parked inside my ship and wreck that ship, when I respawn, a speeder bike will be damaged. Oh, so the box doesn't stay. It's just there when you spawn.
The hangar.
Oh, well, that's not so bad. I was thinking it was going to stay with the ship.
No,
So if it was going to stay with the ship, it's like, I'm going to be raising hell and be like a spoiled little... What was it, Scard? Scard said? A turret princess?
Yeah, it's just a graphical glitch.
Now see, we should be able to scrape these ships right here. All these ships that are spawning on the ground like this, we should be able to salvage them and get rid of them without getting a crime stat.
At the very least, let us tractor beam them out.
Right?
Then salvage.
I mean, I thought that was one of the points of salvage, was to get rid of the space trash, right?
Help.
Tell me I'm wrong. boost is such a joke in SCM mode. It's a big old joke.
Yep.
There we go. Now we can get out of here.
Yeah, I've gotten to the point now to where as soon as I get into a ship, I'm sitting in the hangar, I just put it straight to nav mode.
You just blast out?
Yeah, blast out in nav mode.
Alright, let's get out of the area. I thought I saw a mission at ArcL5. Let's look for that. See if we can get a mission at ArcL5, we'll just keep going there.
Man, after all, Reclaimer's slow enough in nav mode. Can you imagine trying to get that thing out of ammo with an SCM?
Oh, it's not fun.
No.
Trust me, it is not fun. Through L5.
That's why I just slam in nav mode and say, bye.
ArcL4. Let's do ArcL4. The map has improved. Since I played it in EPTU, it's definitely a lot better than it was.
Yeah. Yeah, they definitely fine-tuned it quite a bit.
I thought that was my mission, right?
What?
Oh, you gotta find the station and click the station. That's... So we're still kind of dealing with this. Alright, we'll just set it to the Lagrange point and go from there. Then we'll go from there. Jack, have you done much combat with master modes? I've done a little. Need to do more. Get my water beer back. Takes you back to 2.0. Oh. Oh. Is that a compliment? Or the opposite? Oh, you could engage at 6 kilometers per... Yeah. I seem to be doing better at space combat in master modes, but I don't think that's a compliment. I think that's a criticism. You know, because I'm really not good at combat. Well, it's from what I understand, it's not going anywhere. I just hope that they can make adjustments. It's going to make it better for everyone involved. That's true. That's true. I had somebody. I had a skilled PvPer hit me. What, Friday night was it, Moon? I think it was Friday night. Anyway.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, I haven't tried turrets yet. I has no kitty. All kitties are gone. We'll have to try turrets out. I'll have to get in game with Moon in his Connie and try the turrets out. I love turrets in the Connie. Because the Connie's no slouch by itself. I mean, it's got 4 big guns on it. And if you get in the turret on top of the Connie, you can generally shoot at what the pilot's shooting at. You're observing a pirate hit the other night. Mantis and Scorpius versus a Phoenix with 1 turret, and the Phoenix won? Holy shit. Wow. That's crazy. And these were ex-Mongrel Squad doing the hit. Oh. So they weren't a slouch. No. 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 Holy cow. P-72. That's the Archimedes, right? Isn't that the Archimedes, Shab?
Yep.
The white pointy... The white pointy one?
Yep, that's that little snub fighter that docks the Connie.
There's 2 of those, though, isn't there? Isn't there 2 Archimedes?
There's an Archimedes and there's a Merlin.
Merlin, okay.
And I'll admit, I forget which one's which.
There's a Merlin, yeah. So the Merlin sucks. Okay. Runs out of ammo instantly and then only has armed as the P-72. Oh. I need to do some pulse shenanigans. You take the pulses out one of these nights and fuck around with them, Moon.
Well, as long as you've got one for me, because I ain't got one.
I do. I do. I've got 2. I keep reusing the Apollo set aside. For a second, I thought that said furry. I was like, what? You like the pulse a lot. Did a mission to stress center on 1. Can drive up the ramped wall to the top with it. Holy crap. Well, that's awesome. Oh, yeah, Shav. That would be great. A little Fury dock. That'd make some pirates think twice. Well, one thing that Yogi said that I was pleased about, and I am excited to see it happen when it happens. Hopefully it happens. Was that these smaller ships should never be able to get the Reclaimer shields down. You know, like a larger ship like the Reclaimer or the Hammerhead. A little arrow plinking at him should never get the shields down by himself. Or herself. Agreed. Agreed.
One thing I still want to find out with the Pulse. They said you can fly it wherever you walk. Can you fly it through Area 18?
You'd have to spawn it and get it there first. We can definitely try it. Maybe not tonight, but maybe Wednesday night? Or Friday night? You can do some Friday night shenanigans with it.
Can you fly it through Loreville? Can you fly it through New Batting?
You can spawn it at Loreville. I know we can spawn it at Loreville.
I wanna go cruising around the commons on the little track.
Oh, in New Babbage. Oh yeah.
On the New Babbage track.
Yeah, for some reason my my head was hearing Area 18. I was like, there's really not a big loop in Area 18. But New Babbage makes sense. You got the whole place where all the yoga people are.
I said all three.
Yeah.
I said 18.
When you do that, take it to the go-kart track. Oh, good idea.
Yeah.
Now remember, Pagan, you do not have shields.
Cool.
You has no shields, Pagan, so watch out. I don't know. I just don't like the idea of not having any kind of shields in nav mode. You're flying through an asteroid belt at high speed. That I don't like.
Agreed.
No, but the asteroids can catch you. The asteroids can definitely catch you. Really?
Wrong to Crusader.
All right, let's crack this thing. There it is. The other night I was doing these, and one of the ships never spawned down. Oh. There we go. Friendly fire, my ass. This is a salvage claim, Billy. Come on. There we go. Gimbal mode seems okay in the Vulture.
Yeah, I wasn't having any gimbal.
Friendly fire.
Fine for me.
Yeah. I mean, you do have to toggle it off in order to be able to do some of the other motions, but you can still roll and you can go left and right and stuff like that in it, so.
Thank you for your patronage.
Vala, hey! Thanks for the lurk, I appreciate you. Yep, Sneaks is here.
Thing is kind of cute.
No, it's not friendly fire. It's a salvage contract. What are you talking about? Tam, how are you?
Good. How you guys doing?
Yeah, doing all right.
Checking out the showroom floors.
Yeah.
Saw the Polaris. She's pretty. She's big too.
How big are we talking?
It makes the Connie look small.
Oh. Damn. All right.
Yeah, they had 4 Connies surrounding it, and it was was still bigger than 4 of them together.
Yeah, it was definitely dwarfing the Connies.
Dwarfing the Connies.
Mm-hmm.
There's a picture in SC General if you want to look at it.
SC General.
It's under the spoiler tag.
Yeah. Yeah. Me too, Jack. Yeah, one waiting whenever they actually release it. I've got plans. I've got plans. I forgot how chill scraping was, man.
Oh, is that what you guys are up to?
I'm just trying to get some cash.
Mike, you got into that. You got into that munching move so much.
Well, that's what everybody wants to see. I want to see the munching. I want to see him make tons of money real quick. Okay, we're gonna give it away because they got nothing to friggin' buy with it.
Is this the PTU or?
I'm in live. I'm in live.
You just try to make money, or do you actually need the money, or?
I'm at 17K right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna see how much I can earn. It's like, okay, the normal playlists. Now I know I'm hearing scuttlebutt the deliveries are fucked. Can always buy more Furies, right?
Yeah, I need to jump on soon and start working on money.
Yeah.
Get Saber and.
Mm-hmm. Finance Friday, I think, is going to be a hardcore money grind for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always buy more furries now. But you know what? I don't want to buy Ferret.
Right?
He's friend, not.
Yes.
Slave.
Am friend, not food. Am friend. Okay, so we made one whole SCU of that.
I honestly thought you said you don't want to buy furries. I was like, well, nobody really does.
Yeah.
No.
Took me a second to realize what you were saying. After you said it the second time, I was like, okay, so he didn't say furries. Got it. Okay.
I said you can buy furries, but I don't want to buy Ferret. Yes, I'm calling Ferret a furry.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense then. I mean,
I
he
do
is
it
a
all the
ferret.
time.
He is a ferret. Only makes sense.
I don't feel bad about doing it with him not here because I do it here.
You found a legitimately abandoned M2 full of RMC? Well, that's awesome.
Question is, were you able to capitalize on it and sell the RMC and get the money?
Man has a point.
You're at Pickersfield, open, ramped out. No way. Oh, he said he was.
Congratulations, Jack. Way to go. I don't know how many times I found good stuff and, well, game glitched out or something screwed up. Yeah.
Right.
I think the only thing that I've been most ticked off about the game is I actually found a good vein of Fontanium once on the way back. I hit something. I don't know what happened, but I just exploded. Lost it all.
Ouch.
Yep.
I think we scraped and crunched everything out of that wreck. Okay. I think we're done.
Oh, are you doing missions to do the crunches?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
I think it's going to be the last one, though. It is after 10. I am tired, and we got to get up early to take this little cutie over here to my left. She has to go to the VET tomorrow. And she's going to be fun to try to catch in the morning, aren't you, baby? Yeah, you're going to be fun. She is wily. Anytime she thinks that you are trying to PICK her UP, she will bolt. He's going to be fun. It's going to take 2 of us to get this little cutie right here. And Daddy's probably going to have a bunch of scratches when he does. Yes, sir. I'm going to have a bunch of new scratches. It'll be delightful.
Get a pillowcase. Put her in a pillowcase.
The trick is getting her up in the first place. She'll let me pet her like this all I want. But if she even thinks that I'm trying to pick her up, she will bolt and run behind the couch. And you won't see her for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Like right now, she's being crafty. She knows certain words. She knows VET. She knows that word. And she reads Daddy pretty well. Like right now, you see how she's being like, I'm going to stay just outside her reach. We'll let his fingertips touch me, but not his whole hand. See, when I start touching her whole hand, she gets a little turny. Yeah, she's crafty.
So I think people don't give cats and stuff enough credit. They're not stupid.
Oh, no.
No.
Sneaks is very crafty.
They can read body language. They know when something's up.
They're very good at that. And tone of voice, if you get a stern tone of voice, she runs and hides.
Oh, yeah.
Even if she didn't do anything wrong, she runs and hides.
Yeah, it don't matter. It's
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Jack, they definitely show spite. They can definitely be spiteful.
What? No, they can't yet.
Yup.
Yeah.
That's...
Thank you. And please visit again.
Alright, so I don't know if all the hangar doors don't work, but every one that I've tried so far has failed to open from the outside. All the elevators, excuse me, from the pads have failed to open from the outside.
That's okay. Sliver and I had a problem where we went to ArcL4 and got stuck inside ArcL4 because none of the elevators would open off of the hangar and hab floor.
That sounds about right.
What?
We would be honored if
we were stuck on a
Meekdill! How are you? Thanks for popping in, Meekdill. I appreciate it. I've requested a landing, but so far nothing.
Markers aren't easy either.
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten right up here.
The new markers and stuff are nice, but there are some times they're tricky to me.
I'm in SCM mode. My landing gear's down. Why are you not giving me... Oh, the keybind's not working. Come on, guys. Alright, and landing gear back up, second position. My day was crap, Meekdill, but it's over. Our system at work is set up where if the primary network connection goes down, then it reroutes through the fire department. So if the primary network is down, it reroutes all traffic to the fire station's high-speed connection, and it goes out from there. No problem. Good to go. Nice way to do it. Real smart. But the problem is our external IP address was different from what it typically is. And one of the database products, software solutions that we use, is operated by a third party, and we use it as a software as a solution. So, meaning we don't host it; it's all hosted on a server in the cloud. Since our IP address had changed, it was no longer on the safe list, so nobody could connect and get logged in. But that wouldn't have been a... Yeah. Well, see, that wouldn't have been a problem if they would have actually safe listed the IP addresses that I gave them 9 months ago. 9 months ago, I said, hey, we can use this IP address most of the time. This is our backup connection IP address, and this is our tertiary IP address. So these are the 3 IP addresses that all of the city's traffic will come out of that I need you to put on the safe list. And they were supposed to have done that 9 months ago. If they had, it would not have been an issue today. But no one could get in today. It was. So instead, I had to open up another ticket and wait on them to get their shit together. And, oh no, I think I just fucked myself by not pooping these boxes out. Anyway, so while we're waiting on them to get that connected, I had to use the VPN. Everybody who was doing work today had to use the VPN. Let's do RMC. And of course, nobody remember their VPN passwords.
Sounds about right.
What skittage? Oh, you're petting your brother? So yeah, the first few hours of the morning were complete shit. Wow, that's all that we did was 1 SCU? But it was alright. I mean, I went through about a dozen password reset tickets and explained the same thing. I hope so. We got them there. I mean, we got it done. We got it did. So it all worked out in the end. It was just a pain in the ass for the first few hours. You know how sometimes a cat, when cats have been together for years, one of them will, like, jump on the other and pounce on them and grip the back of their neck with their teeth and be like, don't move! And then they'll start licking them and cleaning them. Like, don't move, I love you, I'm giving you cleaning. That's basically what Sneaks is doing down there if you can't make it out. She saw her brother, so she jumps down, pins him with her teeth, and then after he stops moving, she's like, okay, I love you, brother, and starts doing bath. So it's bath time, apparently.
Kitty bath stream. Yes.
Absolutely. There are nights I honestly feel like I could just put the kitty cam on with like an auto tracker. Like, oh, cat's in chair, and have it automatically switch to the chair cam. Cat's on floor, switch to the floor cam, and wouldn't even need to be here.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Just have a motion track, so every time the
Mhm.
it goes where it needs to go.
Yep. Some kind of proximity sensor, like an ultrasonic sensor on the kitty bed. Whoop, 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 bleep.
Active kitty cam.
Mm-hmm.
Believe it or not, there's a lot of people who'd watch it.
Oh, I know, because I've done testing streams on my bot's Twitch channel, and there have been people that have been in there for hours just watching the cats. And all it was just the cats.
What more do you need?
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Not much.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval.
Cat is life.
Exactly.
Oh, Meek Deal, man, I appreciate it. You didn't have to throw a sub here, but thank you. I appreciate you, buddy. I cannot store a ship.
Goodbye. Welcome.
We having problems with the live
vehicle
service?
retrieval system.
What?
Probably.
Not in Star Citizen. That would never happen. All right, well, let's try selling what we've got. We've got 1 SCU of RMC. The bot didn't play the sound, Meek. I didn't hear the sound. Oh. Remember, Moon, what we were talking about? The problem Smorf was having the other night? Where her subs weren't working on the bot?
Yep. Twitch got their head up their ass.
Well, Twitch recently, I say recently, within the last year or so, Twitch released their own alerts option where you can set your alerts up on Twitch. And the way that they said it is you no longer have to use third-party services like Stream Elements to do your alerts. You can use Twitch for all that. So I kind of wonder if maybe they're changing stuff and it's breaking everything in the hopes that we'll use their shit. I can't call an elevator either. Oh, definitely, Meekdale. When do you typically get in and play? When are you normally in the verse to play? Well, just send me a friend request. Pagan Linux Geek. Same name in SC as it is on Twitch and Discord. I'd love to hook up with you and do some stuff together. I don't know what you typically do, but every day. Okay, sounds like a plan, Stan. Yeah, I can't engage with the kiosks because I can't engage with the elevators. I'm starting to think Houston has a problem. I do know a guy named Scarred Citizen. Scarred Citizen is a friend and a friend of the channel. You just missed him, actually. He was here a little while ago.
Where'd you say you were?
Huh?
Me?
Hi. Welcome.
I'm in Florida.
No.
I think I'm at ArcL4, but I won't be here much longer.
ArcL4? Yeah, I think that's the one that we got stuck on. Give
Really?
Me a minute. Yeah, give me a minute and I'll come let you out.
No, don't worry about it. I'm going to bedlock here soon anyway. I'll just get out. We'll get out at a later time.
You're not getting out. The elevators are broke.
All right. Well, let's do it at a later time because it's 10:30 here, and I got to get a shower and take some. We got to get up really early in the morning so we can play Cat Roundup. Scarred is an awesome guy. Yes, he is an awesome guy. Met him about a year and a half ago, I think. He plays Star Citizen and other games too, so you should definitely check out his stream if you haven't already. All right, folks. We're in a situation where we need to wait for a rescue, but I'll be honest with you, peeps. I'm pretty tired right now. So rather than waiting on a rescue, I think I'm going to bedlog, end it for the night, and hit this again later at a later time. I need to get some sleep. And I will rendezvous with Ron at a later or Moon or somebody later time and get rescued from ArcL4. Okay. Never mind. I'm not going to comment. Not going to comment. We're just going to leave that alone like it was. Okay. Wow, I think I may be having internet issues here, peeps. Because my twitch.tv window was not loading. Okay, let's go back to Twitch. Okay, that worked. I must have mistyped it or something. I must have mistyped it. Okay, who is on right now that we should raid out to? Is anybody we know on? Subliminal's on. Ferret Software's on. Uncle Mikey. Anybody we know? Papa Juggernaut. Sapphire Slayer's on. Playing Overwatch. Uncle Mikey's Elden Ring. Angry Weasel was playing Gray Zone. Let's raid out the Angry Weasel. Let's see what Weasel's up to.
God.
Jack, thanks for coming in. Meek, thanks for coming in. I need to get some sleep. It's good to see you guys, as it always is. Meek, I appreciate you throwing a sub my way. I do. And you guys check out Jack Axton. I don't need to tell you who he is. By now you know who Jack Axton is. But check him out on YouTube. Shout out Jack Axton. Shout out Jack. Finally, the bot does something like it's supposed to.
Yeah.
There you go. Hopefully
we are here.
Right? Absolutely. A lot of us met and rendezvous because of Jack's stream.
Thank
you play Tarkov in this household. All right, folks. I'm hoping to be on Wednesday. We'll see how life goes. But Meekdale, definitely want to get up with you sometime and do some stuff in the verse. But Y'all have a good night.
Bye. 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 Bye.